thunder, lizard. Right, it's their choice. Interesting. See what they prefer. Okay, they prefer to be attacking first. So... Oh, hi Gerber. So we want to make sure to not put Fabu on the line because we want to level Fabu. Here's Fabu. And this guy should be on the line perpetually. And who else? This guy. He's probably not gonna advance on the first turn, is he? We should probably front with Dodgers, maybe. It's gonna be able to blitz one of them anyway. Maybe fast players on the edges. No, blitz able players on the edges. We finally won a toss. Apparently that's a rarity. So I had a plan, like before he finished his previous game, to put Dodgers on the line. But he has 2 block players now, so that seemed like less of a good idea. But when he only had 1 block, I felt that was a nice gamble to take, just to reduce the risk of being down numbers like I was against Innuendo Bingo. Because if you're down numbers after the LOS blocks, the game as a whole becomes so much harder. But we're gonna have to do the usual gamble. A little surprised that the blockers aren't on the line of scrimmage though. I guess he's blitzing with one of them. But the other one, I don't understand. So, it's a very vanilla Lizardman team. I'm gonna kick middle because I want to force him to pick up. Oh. That's helpful actually. We take 2 less LOS blocks. Of course he can blitz whoever he wants now, but he still only has 1 blitz, so that should be fine. And if anyone's wondering, this is REBBL. They're ready to turn on Blood Bowl League, and it's one of the new team division in the European Conference, or what's to call it, Gman. Okay, that's a pretty good start for him, and I'm not gonna add for that because team preservation is important, at least in the first season. Otherwise it would have improved my chances of winning if I did apple that. Okay, so things could end up hard anyway. We'll see if he makes the pickup and stuff. Goes with the Crocs, bold move, but positionally that makes sense because that's the one where he can get follow-up blocks. Okay, so he gets 2 removals despite being denied 2 blocks, but they're not, hopefully not permanent removals, so we might not be screwed for the entire game. But it means that we're probably not gonna be able to, well, you can't really screen effectively against lizards anyway, so we're gonna have to play aggressive anyway, weren't we? Okay, that's a good cage. Well, we can, if he's gonna play really compact like this, I guess we can screen, because there's not that much ground to cover. Okay, so it's slightly out of reach for these skinks. Are you gonna move into reach? That seems like it's into reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 1 GFI. It's probably worth doing. With all these stuns though, we might need all 4 of our available players for screening. Not sure. So this guy will have to be the edge. Something like so. He's gonna be able to advance most likely. Maybe we should. It's kind of late for that. Yes, let's just do a single file screen. Maybe one to this direction would help actually. Because this way we are. Well, we could blitz this guy to. Probably better here still. Using the bodies. But I think I want to blitz the skink. Despite it being a GFI. And despite it making my screen worse. Okay. I'm not gonna reroll it though. Stay. So now we're also threatening him from 2 directions. He's probably gonna be able to break through though. But if he only gets a push, it might be a little awkward. He might not be able to move everyone optimally. So he might not get very far. That's a down. Let's go here. So he's not blitzing the screen. That's actually kind of surprising. That means this green gamer is gonna be possible. So I guess that was a hidden benefit of going for the skink blitz, that he was tempted to blitz this valuable player instead of breaking through the screen. Interesting. And next turn we have way more players. Is he gonna foul even? Guess that would be worth for him. Oh, but it's not committing many assists. If you were gonna go for that foul, I think more assists would make sense. Well, he broke armor anyway. Oh, I guess he's advancing on this side, maybe. Okay, Crocs is marking up as many people as he can. So I guess we maybe have to blitz the Crocs. Oh, we maybe don't need to blitz him. We could block with this guy. Nah. Let's blitz him. Do we need to reroll that? Let's not do it. Follow. Kinda wanna foul, but then I either have to do a 1 dice or I have to foul before the block, or I have to give up the screen, which is a weak screen anyway, but Since he's focusing on attrition, he might not blitz the screen anyway. I guess fouling before might be the smart move. Okay, we broke his armor. That's good enough. That way he's not tying us up for next turn. And stay. Excellent. Okay, that is a good blitz. He's hitting a valuable player and he's making an opening. Of course, he relied on a down to make an opening. A push would not be good enough. But now he can break through if he wants to. It's not a really good breakthrough though, because these players won't be able to get as far as these, so he might not get an optimal cage. Okay. This is a foul game, isn't it? I like it. Right, so he's gonna move forward a little bit. Interesting. Guess he realizes that I'm not gonna be able... He's not gonna get maybe as easy an opportunity to move forward in the future. And maybe also he'd wanna discourage me from moving in assists here and getting a blitz and also freeing this guy. Maybe these are just scoring threats that he can hand off to later. Maybe he's just moving up with his kinks. Okay, gonna make it slightly harder for me to move my players. What does that suggest? It might not suggest anything actually, because this is a pretty good base up to try to make sure he gets blocks. It's gonna be very tempting to make this blitz for me, but depending on what it does, I might be strongly incentivized to make the blitz elsewhere. Okay, he's basing up a bunch. Okay, so these are just scoring threats. So he's threatening a handoff play. Hey, I can go for the ball here potentially. It's not super easily because I mostly have linemen. This guy is the best guy to blitz the ball with, but he's also kind of in an awkward spot, so he's not gonna reach really, so I might as well do this block with him to free the other guys. But yeah, I don't think my players are not really... Well, I could potentially get this block and then a blitz. And then this guy could do the blitz potentially, so... But then I would be relying on a down. But that might be good enough to gamble on. Okay, we have a down. There should be a good location. Do we follow? No, I'll be in my own way if I follow. So interesting. One assist there. So if I'm not blitzing with him, I might as well just stand him up. Should have probably done that earlier. And an assist from here. So now we have a 2 dice on this Saurus. Very good result. Stay, because I need a spot to blitz from. And now we can blitz the ball with block. That's worth the reroll. Excellent. I think we stay. Okay. And I think we go here. 'Cause then, I mean, I might want to go for just a pickup, but I kind of also want to... I think we're gonna do this block and then make a GFI for the pickup. A dodge and a GFI. Okay. Stay. So this is turning out well. Is it worth it to do this huge fight, or are we okay where we are? You can only blitz from here, so the direction... I think I'm actually safer here, even though it's a bigger risk of him actually knocking me down. The bounce is gonna be better here, because it's gonna be among these players. Well, if I move one back and he blitzes me, then the bounce could be so this guy can get it. So I'm gonna stay here. And that was a really good turn. Who is it who has it? It's Wernard. Dodge does a thing. Very good. Are we gonna get to keep the ball is the question. Because then I'm gonna have to start thinking offense. This guy is a pretty good scoring threat potentially. Okay, he gets it down. Where is it gonna bounce? Bounces in a good direction for us. Because we have 2 tackle zones on it. He's gonna be able to have maybe 3 tackle zones on it too, but still. It's about as good as can be expected. Doesn't even dare to go for the pickup. And since we got a lot of downs on the Saurus, he only got 1 free block. Of course, that 1 free block helped him to make sure... No, he could have pushed here anyway. So it didn't help him. Okay. So passing the ball to him would be very attractive if we can somehow manage that. It would risk intercepts and stuff, but that's probably worth it. But how hard is the ball to pick up? It's a 4+ right now. We should be able to get a blitz on this guy to make it easier, but that means we have to move someone in to cancel assists. And the easiest guy to do that with would be this guy, and then we can blitz from here. And then this guy can do the pickup and pass attempt. What should the rest of our players do in that case? We probably want to make this block. Because he's tying up a lot of players. Maybe I should have gone there actually, because now I can't disengage him. Stay. Yeah, let's move this guy in like we said. Block is good. So the question is, should we make this block? That's just a 1 dice, so no, we shouldn't. He's gonna get a lot of blocks here. This could go really badly, but I still want to do this. So do the pass right away. Four plus 2+ without a reroll, and 2+. Yeah, that's worth doing. Okay, so not an intercept, and we can reroll the pass. Excellent. Okay, so we're in great shape right now. And now we can make a block. Okay, that's fine. So he's gonna possibly be able to do some attrition on us now. That's the drawback. But we are way out of reach with the ball, which is really helpful. And dodge does a thing again. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so maybe we're scoring next turn. Depends if we can get these people free and if we can get this guy safe. Okay. Okay, guys are holding up. So we are not massively punished for our play. We're not punished at all, actually. So far. We could have been. We could have lost several players here. So losing one player here would just be fair, really. But we're not even gonna lose one player. Okay, so what is gonna be his plan now? He's threatening with this guy, but this guy by himself is not really enough. Okay, he's threatening him with 2 players. That's probably enough for me to want to score, even though at most he's getting a 1 dice there. I might greed it enough to blitz and then score though. Okay, that's more threatening. Then I might not be able to, might not want to gamble on the blitz. Actually, I still have a reroll, so it's only really double skull that's bad here. So I think I might actually want to gamble on the blitz. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then score. We kind of need to threaten this guy in case things go really bad. This guy could get blocked. I guess we could do that. That's more risky than this though, and less likely to give anything. So I guess I should not do that. Spreading out my players a bit, so I'm not so committed to one side. I don't want to roll any dice though, but making the safe moves. And yeah, I think I'm just doing this. And then scoring. Stay. Okay, nothing serious. But also not punished. Oh, right. That was the guy who needed, one of the guys who needed a vanity pass to. So it wasn't the super optimal score SPP wise, but you know, it was an opportunistic score, so that's to be expected. He leveled anyway. Oh, and we got a guy back. This game is going great so far. Of course, he might score and it might end up 1-1 on the half, but you know, it's a perfectly acceptable result. Okay, where's Fabu? I want a vanity pass on Fabu, but I'm not gonna have the ball yet. I also want to score on this guy, but that might not be in the cards. Changing weather, nice. Okay, that's a good kick. Forcing him to run back a little, and also within the pitch, so he has to make a pickup. Maybe I should have went wider, but nah. Well, yeah, my setup is before his setup, so maybe. So I should have went a little wider, and he should also have had skinks more forward, I think. But then again, passing as Lizardman is not really a thing you want to do. So I guess he wants to pick up and then run it. And you know he's fast enough to do that. But that means the wide setup is not so important on the first turn. Hits with the Crocs before the other guys. Oh, Crocs does good work though. It's a little risky to do the loner action first though. And arguably kind of bad for another reason too, because if the Sauruses make their 2 blocks first and then the Crocs makes his block, then it's a 3 die. And this way you only got a 2 die. Okay. Is that fast enough? I mean, barely. He should be moving up faster than that. Doesn't have many turns. I guess he's more afraid of my counter score. Am I fast enough to hit that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a GFI. That might be worth doing though. But I think the main plan here is we're gonna screen. I mean, screens are not great against skinks, but it is great against the support for the skinks. And if one skink runs past, he's not scoring from here, is he? Maybe 9, 10, 11. He can move 11 squares from here with this guy, but only 10 with this guy. 1. So he can only get here, and as long as I have a centered player with block, I can intercept that. So I only need to prevent the Sauruses from moving forward. So let's screen to prevent the Sauruses from moving forward. And try to make sure we're not in the way of the splits. So we can't occupy this square yet. Are you able to get there? Yeah, you are. So that's your spot. We kind of need to do this dodge. And we don't really need to screen over here because there's no skinks over there. So this is the extent of the screen. Actually, this splits isn't very good, is it? Because we also need someone to cancel this thing. It's not a very good blitz at all. So let's well, then we blitz the Saurus, I guess. On a 1 dice. With block. Helpful. I think I can follow that then. I think this should be safe enough. If it goes to this side, it's gonna be relying on a pass play or a handoff play at least. And it's gonna be kind of hard for him to do that even. So I think this is good enough as a defense. We'll see though. We'll see if he outfoxes me somehow. Okay. Right. Block does a thing. So looks like he's gonna try to run through with a skink or two. Guess if he does it with 2 skinks, I can't deal with both of them. And then he can do a run through with the ball and a handoff play or a pass play for the score. It's kind of dicey for him, but maybe he feels like he doesn't have any better choice. Okay, tying up 2 people with the Crocs. Arguably 3 people with the help of the Sauri too. So I have less people to screen with next turn. But really he needs his scoring threats this turn, so that's not helping him that much. Okay. Oh, is he gonna hand off the ball now? Doubt it. No, he's not gonna do that. But he's gonna run forward with a single scoring threat, I assume. Because otherwise he can't really score, can he? Or can he score with this guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, GFI, GFI. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, GFI. No, he can't score from here. I don't think he can score at all. Unless there's some cheeky-ish chain push he can do. No, I think he messed that up. He doesn't have a chance to score now. So what do we do then? We should try to make this a block. We should definitely try to hit the Crocs. But that's not very easy. Nothing is particularly easy. But I guess we try to get the blocks we can. He can't score, so that's the important part. Oh, that's still just a 1 dice. Oh, I cancelled the wrong one. Oops. Okay. So he's getting a bunch of blocks. Let's do a 1 dice on the Crocs. Okay. Stay. Guard is a thing. I'm in some trouble here. I don't think I played this turn optimally at all. I should have probably not done as much at all. But, you know, if you want to do stuff, it should still be impossible for him to score. Well, maybe not now. Maybe I enabled a chain push here. Well, he doesn't have sidestep. Oh, but I enabled a chain push on him. So I should screen that off. Because in theory you could blitz from here, fill this square, and blitz from here, and push this guy 1 forward, and then he is in scoring range. Oh, he's rerolling a loner. Okay, so he's not thinking about scoring at all. Okay. So we're in a really good spot. We scored on his half. And he didn't score on his half. So if we can make a fast score on our half, we should have this in the bag. That's helpful. Maybe we should have been greedy and moved up a scoring threat. If he's gonna... Because I kind of feel maybe he wouldn't have played this uncautiously if I had done that, but even that is an argument for moving up a bit. Could have blitzed the skink, I guess. That maybe was a suboptimal choice. Stay. Could do this dodge. Why is it? Oh, that's because it's an attack zone. Maybe I should have stolen the ball, yes, to Vanity Pass, come to think of it. Okay, might as well reroll that. Should we foul someone? Nah. Nah, I don't think so. We don't have a good foul. Okay, so our blitzer is staying out, so we're not leveling him this drive. That's a shame, but everything else is looking really good. And at this point, all we need is a fast score to win. Which means that best play for him would probably go for a wide setup. Well, going for a deep setup like this might also be good, because that's also good for stopping fast scores. Doesn't stop advancement though. But if he's gonna go deep like this, maybe I don't go for a fast score, but rather try to get the vanity passes I want in. Cause yeah, it's gonna be hard for him to threaten me in any way if I stay back. So this guy doesn't need to vanity pass anymore because he scored, but Fabu wants a vanity pass. Where's Fabu? Well, there's Fabu. So I'm not gonna move out into his half at all this first turn, I think. Both because he's defending against it by being deep, and also because he's not threatening me at all if I stay back, and then I might as well use that for vanity passes. I said that already, but so we want him to pass to, because he has catch. So we should probably have him in a centered and not threatened position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go for it, go for it. So he should be here, because then the ball is gonna be out of reach, barring inaccurate scatter. And this guy, if the ball goes to this side, he can pick it up. And who else could use a vanity pass? There's no one else who would level from it, but I mean, this guy is semi-close. Can we get a block here? Should we get a block here? 4, 5, 6. It means these people will become in base up slash blitz range, but I think that's worth it. Hitting 2 Soros. This guy can foul too. And we want 1 center to protect against the blitz. Maybe 2 centered. These guys can move to assist against the Soros afterwards. Maybe like this, because then he can't get through easily with a blitz. With the Saurus. No, with the Croxigor even. So yeah, this should be a good setup. Oh, a blitz. It happened. Where's the ball though? It's a blitz and a touchback. And it's not that much he can do with the blitz. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The blitz eats a reroll. Okay, but it's spacing up a bunch. So I guess the blitz protects his Sauruses and forces a bunch of dodges from me. So fair enough, it still helped him a little bit, but eating his reroll is really not a good thing. Still, I think I'm still comfortable with doing the vanity pass, but I may need to do the dodge outs first. Also wondering if I can blitz a skink now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, if I skirt the edges, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Touchback, we're giving it to Faber because we want a vanity pass on him. But can I blitz? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go for it. So it's 2 dodges and I go for it to blitz a skink. It's probably worth doing. But we should do that last, I think. We should dodge out the people with dodge first. This guy is not as fast as this guy, so I don't think it's gonna be better to blitz with him. Okay, good. And we want to dodge this guy out too. Excellent. And I guess this guy wants to move up and be more relevant. Well, I guess he could invade with the skinks, theoretically. But yeah, we're doing the vanity pass now. Because we're greedy like that. Alright, so that's a leveled player. And now we do the equally greedy blitz. But greedy in a different way. And we're rewarded. Excellent. Gonna stay. And can we position this better? We could do this and this, maybe. That's slightly better, I think. It looks better anyway, aesthetically. So I guess we're scoring on the catcher. Well, this guy would level on a score too. Okay, so we might get fouled here. But if we do get fouled here, at least if he commits to it a lot, that makes our score easier. Yeah, he's gonna foul. This might be a really, really good scenario for us. Of course, we're not really set up to move forward very much. Alright. He's a tough one, Verlin. Okay, so how can we gain as much ground as possible from this? Because me setting up as far back as I have means that I can't massively punish him for this overcommitment, because I can't actually move that far anyway. I can mark him up a bunch. Can possibly screen him off a little bit. I have more players on this side, so it makes more sense for me to advance on this side, even though he has a bit more here. But if I can somehow make these three out of position, that would be really good. How far can I get with the ball, by the way? Not very far. But I think I should still use these players to claim ground. Maybe use this guy to both be screen and assist against this guy, because I think I'm blitzing this guy. So now we have 2 assists on him. I think it should be safe-ish to move up now. And let's blitz this guy. And hope for a down. We do get a down, which is great. I'm tempted to foul this, but this is not a very good person to foul with, so I should have done that with this guy in that case. So let's see, he can get to here with these guys. This guy can get further, so this guy might be a good guy to mark actually. So let's do that. Okay. It's gonna be able to screen with this Saurus and these 3 skinks, but that should not be a very strong screen. Okay. Takes his block. And blitz. Block does a thing. But this Saurus is still tied down. Do I have scoring threats? I don't really. It's so far looking okay. He might be tempted to take another foul, but that's risking the turnover. Oh wait. I completely missed this. Whoops. Whoops, whoops. Suboptimal place. Yeah, he's tempted to do the foul, so let's hope for a send-off for just for the turnover. Because that would make things easy. KO is great, now it's safe. Okay, so he's gonna be able to block us off a little bit. Not out of the woods yet. But him moving there is actually good for us. Assuming we get free from here, because then he's way out of position once we've moved up here. So maybe this whole secretly works out in our favor, even though we didn't plan it. Just because it makes him overcommit a little bit. Well, it's not really overcommit, because if it works out for him, it's great for him to commit to it. Oh, okay, he's greening off a little bit. Okay, so yeah, this didn't go as well as I hoped. I need more fast players, and I just lost one to the foul. Now he's controlling most of my team. What's the best way to do this? Should probably switch sides again, but then I can't do it with many of my players. We could break through here, but we're not really fast enough to get anywhere. Can we break through and get to here? One option would be us to try to cage up here, but I feel like he will be able to lock us down completely then. Maybe we just move back. That's probably the safe way to do it. Just move back. In that case, we are blitzing the Croxigor, because that's the safest thing to do. Because the 1 in 9 dodge is not really good to do. Okay, good. Now where are we moving though? If we can dodge a couple of these players here, we can cage here. Okay, scary stuff. I feel like I want someone up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's not a scoring threat without a GFI. Well, he might be able to get a dodge and get further that way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go for it, go for it. So now he's technically a scoring threat. And we have blitzed. We could run through here with this guy, be another scoring threat. Might be better to do the foul first. I think so. Okay. And I think I'm doing this. Hey, we have a ton of rerolls, so we might as well reroll this. Okay. No worries. If I was lower on rerolls, I wouldn't even have tried rerolling that. Would have helped with a stun on this guy, because now he's tying out a lot of people. But again, all we need to do is score. Although that is proving quite hard, because he is defending quite well, actually. Actually, we don't even need to score, technically. If we can dance around the whole game, that's fine. Oh, he's gonna cage dive with a Saurus. That's cool. I don't think it's smart though. If you're cage diving, you should do it with a skink, but he can also set things up so he's trapping these people, which makes it harder for me to secure the ball next turn. Okay, he is cage diving with a Saurus. I don't think this is a good idea. Because now I have handoff into GFI to score. It was? Okay, so apparently that was a misclick. Not sure how that works. But, so this, we could hand off in GFI to score, but that's probably... Okay, so he was gonna blitz up this corner, that was the plan. I'm thinking if I can do some screenplay to this side. I feel like that would be safer. Of course, he could get potentially 2 dice if it double GFIs with his skinks, if I do that. But I still think that's safer than the GFI route. To screen and just be on this side. Oh, whoops. Moved too far. But I could still undo it. Right, I was fooled by the UI saying it was possible to get here without GFIs, but it would take dodges instead. And I think we go... maybe it's safer here, just because then he can't bounce the ball out. But it is slightly easier for him to get to it there. Not really with a Saurus, but he can get to it with a Skinks. So we should probably blitz one of the Skinks. This guy could blitz a Skink, but that would take GFIs. This guy could blitz a Skink. He doesn't have dodge, but maybe that's fine. Because I do have rerolls, and all we need is the score. So I think we're blitzing the Skink. He's the least threatening Skink, but he needs all the Skinks to get to where he assists and stuff. This way the Skink is not fast enough to help. So it's a bit of a shame that I misclick, or something similar to a misclick ended up this relevant, but ooh. Okay, dodge does a thing. But he might be able to become an assist now. But yeah, okay, but that was a split, so he's not blitzing the ball. So I guess he's trying to lock down the ball. Or maybe he's just taking blocks for SPP. Pout me bloodsha. Okay, a dodge. Very nice. Or I guess the blocks are also for the insane comeback into a 2-2 draw. Because if it gets enough attrition, that becomes possible. I guess this guy can also... So he could have gotten a 2 dice on the ball anyway. Because I kind of forgot about this Skink. But he chose to blitz this guy instead. Okay, marking the ball. Makes sense. With sidestep, even. That could be relevant. That should be less relevant. Oh, a foul. Who is he fouling? Oh, that guy. Okay. So... Do we just take the dodge? If we blitz him, he can sidestep to here. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That does make things worse. Although if I cover this square, he can't really make it worse. So that's a thing. This dodge is just as risky as the dodge I would do, so I don't think I'm doing that. Because this is a rerollable 1 in 9. Which should be safer than the dodge, and the dodge has an automatic built-in reroll, so this does make things slightly safer. Okay, now we're doing the dodge. Stay. Now it's all on the 1 in 36. Okay, we did it. Excellent. So now... Right, that's true. He hasn't gotten many injuries. That's a bit unlucky for him, especially since I have actually given him a lot of blocks. As trade-offs for getting other things, but still. That's unlucky for him. So at this point we have probably already won. I don't really have the players to set up wide. Well, I can, but then I'm risking my positionals and it's a thin screen, so that's double bad. So I think we're just doing the pixel huggy setup again. And we're kicking middle again to force him to make a pickup. And I guess since it doesn't matter that much if he scores, unless he scores super fast, we might as well play for trying to steal and get a 3-0. But, you know, he might make that hard, in which case I will probably just screen. Oh, another pitch invasion. Fancy. Sparing the life of our loner, potentially, unless he founds him. He doesn't have a reroll anymore. Ouch. Blocked as a thing. Guess the pitch animation 10-1 did reduce his opportunities for attrition. But yeah, he still probably hasn't got as many removals as he should have. And most of them have been KOs, and most of them have been coming back eventually. So I'm not gonna deny it that I've been lucky. Okay, so I think we can threaten this ball. It's gonna take dodges and stuff, but we're not really fast enough to get to it directly, but we can move through here. We should probably, this guy should probably move because that doesn't take any dice. But yeah, we're dodging in here and basing some skinks. Hey, this guy is actually fast enough to potentially go for the ball. This is a GFI, but I think that's worth doing. Especially since we do have rerolls for this. Got 3 rerolls for 3 turns. I'm in a pretty awkward spot now that was so I might want to do one more GFI just to make sure the catcher can run to the ball. Like so. Yeah, that should be good. Like so would be a thing. Should we just stand this guy up? He is marking a Saurus. I think so. Yeah, let's do this thing. Idalas is so good. Should we do this too? We haven't used the dodge yet, so I think that's fine. Excellent. Okay, can we make him safer somehow? This guy is in reach, isn't he? So we can mark him. Of course, he's gonna get a blitz anyway, but it's gonna be harder for him to pincer him. But of course he can still pincer him if he uses kinks. Okay, he's maximizing blocks. Interesting. Can get a tail on the ball. Makes sense. Blitzing with a skink. Guess that makes sense. Dodge does a thing. Very helpful. So now... Oh, he's gonna get one more block. Cool. That was a good play. I didn't see that really. Gonna have to move in and assist and stuff, but it's leaning towards an easy score here. Maybe we're even gonna level Idalas. Yeah, it looks like. Looks like we might level Idalas here. Get our second blodge or something more interesting. So right now it should be a 1 dice. Oh, he gets it. Interesting. Okay, so he's still in scoring range with 2 GFIs. Oh, Saurus dodge. That helps him. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So I think he's probably not fast enough to score. Well, maybe. He could score, potentially. So we should have a little bit of a screen. Or at least people who can threaten his kinks that run up. So standing these players up is good. Mark the Saurus. We probably want to use the blitz on this guy. Can we cancel all his assists? We might be able to get an assist of our own. The dodge is better. Which cancels indirectly this guy, so then we just need to cancel these 3 assists. We can cancel 2 of them with this. That takes a dice, so let's cancel these 2 with this one. And cancel 2 with this one. Should we move something else? He could be here. That's slightly better position, I think. Something like that. Something like that. And oh wait. I can't get that, make that better with a dodge actually. Is that better, or do I want to use the built-in reroll to have the reroll more likely to be available later? I think I want to do that. Okay, good. And now we have a 2-die block blitz on the ball. That's not good enough. Might as well reroll it. POW is good enough. That's what we needed. We needed a POW. Nothing else would do really. And that's excellent. But now we use the reroll. But we're still gonna roll these dice. Holy shit, and we leveled it on us. We're really lucky this game. The local dwarf cheerleaders. Old town's proud. Let's call them that. So yeah, that went well. I guess we set up white now because he has only 2 turns. Confirm setup. It's a good kick. And he needs scoring threats right away if he's gonna score. Of course he can't win at this point. So he's probably gonna focus on Saurus SPP and just go for blocks, I guess. That would make sense. Oh, this Crux is not well behaved this game at all. Right, there's one more turn. So we can't disengage because he bonehead that. This is a loner though, so we might as well not do that. This is the last turn for us, so we should probably just do a blitz. So let's blitz this Saurus. This guy is less valuable than this guy, so I'm more comfortable with him exposing him. Also he has blodge, so he's less likely to get knocked down. Actually have no reason to foul that, do I? Doesn't benefit me in any way to hurt his team at this point. So yeah, let's just end turn. Well, I guess it could benefit me in a way if I meet him in the Swiss rounds. That's very much an edge case though. It's probably more important to increase the chances of him doing well against the main rivals in the division. Namely, well, he already played Pete, so it would be Toast Guy and Innuendo Bingo that I want him stronger against. Saurus foul. I guess he sees value in hurting my team. Which, you know, is probably fair enough. So, good game, well played, CthulhuCollector. Sorry about the dice. And that's a 6. We are extremely lucky today. We got an MVP on the movement busted guy, which, you know, is not optimal, but we got a lot of SPP, so we have no reason to complain. And I'm actually fine with leveling him too. It's gonna be better line of scrimmage fodder if he gets dodge. And I have no plans of firing him anytime soon. He's gonna be line of scrimmage fodder until he takes something more serious than a movement bust. So let's see what all the rolls are before we choose anything. That's a normal. This is an interesting one. That's a normal, so that's probably gonna be dodged. Could be tackled though. Probably gonna be dodged though. And that's also normal. So what's our next matchup? Our next matchup is Intellectuals Chaos, and after that we are playing against Interdimensional Bullshit. Tackle would be relevant against Interdimensional Bullshit, but so would Blodge, I think. So I think I'm blodging up both of these players. Because we do have one more game to try to level this guy and get tackle. And, you know, we want blodge on this guy eventually, either way. And if you get it earlier, it's a bigger chance that he survives to get more stuff. Which is why I like to favor blodge early. And block. So now we have 3 blodge players, and Fabu is getting another dodge. I know my build is very, very one-dimensional, but I think it's good, so there's that. We can also afford one more player, but I'm not gonna buy that now. We're gonna wait with that decision. Thanks for watching, anyway, and maybe see you next time.